I think it's a nice snook. I had to lead him like to the left of that point. Bro, you saw that eat too?
There's some opportunities in life you simply do not pass up. One of these being an invitation to a backwater tournament in the Florida Keys. When I got the invitation, I knew I had to go down there, fishing areas I've never explored before, trying to catch snook, redfish, tarpon, and more. When it was time to leave, me and my buddy loaded up the boat and took off, eager to fish and explore the infamous Florida Keys grass flats. But before a grueling day of competition preceded what many go to the Keys for, a quiet night out enjoying what the island has to offer. This is why people come to the Keys. And as I was sitting here waiting to head to go to the captain's meeting, I was certainly enjoying it as well. Here on Islamorada, the amount of fish stories that could be told about the area surrounding us are infinite. And after heading to the captain's meeting, we got back to the house to rig up, watching some college football as we dreamed about writing our own stories the following morning.
What a game he's having. 7 missed tackles.
Oh, he's a running back, you idiot.
Oh.
As we threw on our target baits for the following morning, I went outside to load up my skiff. After that, I proceeded to make a poor attempt to get some sleep before our early wake-up.
Ready guys, as you guys can see, got the boat behind me. Well, we are at McDonald's. It is about 5 a.m. and we got tournament this morning, as you guys can see. Pretty much every species, more quantity. Really just need to get a bunch of snook, redfish, big fish. I want to get biggest redfish award and get a big snook in the boat and just try to catch some big fish. But hope you guys enjoy. We'll be at the ramp. It's pretty windy, but we're gonna try to stay protected and get on some fish. See you guys there.
It would be an understatement to say that the winds this morning were less than ideal. And as we dropped the boat in, we prepared ourselves to cross Florida Bay, an unforgiving area. But as we made it through the open seas into the first spot, we were greeted with an East Coast sunrise, showing us that the day ahead was promising. That is, until it wasn't. I don't think our morning could have started slower, as we were fighting the constant battle of figuring out what looks good versus what is actually holding fish. And at about 9 o'clock, we had nothing.
I mean, how is there not like anything? Oh, we are down bad. What time is it? It is 6, 7, 8, 8:35. Oh.
As we decided to move to another line, momentum suddenly shifted, as we decided to skip our weedless baits up into the mangroves looking for some big snook.
Oh wait, stop. No, up in the mangroves right there. I think it's a snook. See him up there? Up in the mangroves. He was coming out a little bit. It's a baby tarpon. Right there, see him? Tarpon. Oh, snook and jack right there. See those snook? Alright. That's a good sign. I told you I saw something. Alright, so we just saw some snook, tarpon. They were up in the mangroves.
Yeah, I mean.
Sure. Oh, what's that up there?
Oh, a snook, dude. 2 big snook.
Were those big snook?
Big snook, dude.
I saw them.
Now that things were heating up, we decided to re-rig. I threw this limited little mullet while Jimmy threw a weightless gulp shrimp.
Are you kidding me? That was a slot snook. He's out there. That was a massive snook. Bro, he ate that thing as soon as it got in there. Yeah, guys, we're on him right now. I don't know if you guys just saw that. Literally, little mullet up in the mangroves. I don't even think I twitched it. He smoked it. I tried setting the hook. He already had me kind of into mangroves. But Jimmy's rigging up a weedless gulp. I have a low mullet on. I think we're gonna hopefully pull some snook out of here. Snook, snook. There we go, dude. He hit it in the shadow, right?
Oh yeah, right under the sawmill fountain.
Let's go, dude. We actually got a fish. It is good. There we go, dude.
Look at that, guys. Smashed.
Weedless gulp.
Weightless gulp. Just chucking them under the mangroves. These snook are sitting in the shadows.
I don't know if you guys saw, I had that one that ate mine that was bigger than this one, and we've seen some that are pretty giant, but that's a good start right there. All right, let's get them. Yeah. So sick. Let's go, dude.
Over there, dude. Let's freaking go.
Dude, we're gonna get like a 30-inch snook out of here.
I know.
After we got on the board, I quickly noticed how unique where we were fishing was. The grass layered the sandy bottom, offering food and a habitat for bait and predators alike. And the vibrant mangroves were housing these fish, providing protection from anglers like us. And as we kept cruising, it wasn't long until we had another one in the boat.
Yeah, dude, if we could get a couple like that, I'd be perfectly happy. It's a decent snook right there. Oh, goodness. Bro, you saw that eat too? I think he's bigger than yours. He might be close to slot, dude. Dude, skipping the freaking NLBN up there. I think he's under his gill. That's not good. See that? He's like wrapped. No, it's still right. It might pop me. Here, get that net. It's a good. Here we go, dude. He's skinnier, isn't he?
Yeah, a little bit. Guys.
Alright, well, we found him. Me and Jimmy were literally just sitting on I was just sitting on the deck eating a sandwich, and we were extremely down bad after 2 hours of fishing. And then now the whole day's changed. Want to get a picture with the phone real quick, I guess, with my band? Gorgeous fish right there. How's that look?
Sick.
Dude, that's...
With 2 snook down in 5 minutes, we were back on track and looking for more. I decided to re-rig, looking for one of the bigger ones we have already seen.
Yeah, guys, this is what I'm throwing. I'm throwing this, Jimmy's throwing a natural shrimp gulp. I'll show you guys that, but it's a limited batch. It's like a white, light blue, low mullet. I think you guys saw it yesterday, but we're just flipping these mangroves, and so far, been really successful. Hopefully, keep getting on some more, but Jimmy's rigging up. I just retied, was frayed a little bit, don't want to mess around with that. Gonna throw another one of these on, hopefully get on a big snook.
Unfortunately, the next hour or two was not as successful as the previous. We continued cruising down protected lines looking for fish, and ended up making a major move transitioning to shallower water, poling around sight casting at big laid-up fish. As we entered this bay, we instantly saw a tailing redfish, a fish much needed in this tournament that ultimately set the tone for the rest of the day.
There's something definitely moving up there. It's pretty big. Yeah, I don't know if it's, what is that? You might want to try to make a cast because it's moving. Could be like a stingray, it's pretty big. Or like a shark. Or a massive snook or something. Nah, it's a fish. Or a shark, I think it's a shark. It's a big redfish. That's a shark.
It is? Yeah, it is. Thank God he was better too.
We continued pulling around this bay, seeing plenty of sharks and stingrays while doing it. This muddy, grass bottom was holding lots of life, and the contrast allowed us to see plenty of shadows cruising along. Our next being a big redfish.
Oh, hey, Jimmy. Is that a big fish to the left? It's a giant fish. He's facing to the right. Bring it right in front of him and let it sit. It'll drift to him, just let it sit there. Oh my God, I think it's a big red, dude. I'll try to reposition. Hey, this spot might be kind of cracked. I think it's a big red. Here, do you want me to try throwing my Ned rig thing? Hold this and just try to keep us positioned. Watch out. No, we didn't.
We could not figure this fish out, and little did we know that that was going to be the story of some other fish in this bay as well. After getting politely rejected, we continued moving on, eventually seeing some more nice fish.
Yeah, I thought that was a big snook, dude. Yep. Oh, that's a nice fish. Oh yeah, he's going right to left. You want me to get a little closer? I think it's a nice snook. I'd lead him like to the left of that point. It's probably 20. I think he'll eat. It's a red. He's past it now. I'd reel it up and try to cast again. It's a nice red, I think. You can try my Ned rig thing too. Yeah, lead him, twitch it, and then just let it sit. And like if you move it, literally just barely reel it. All right, now just let it sit, barely reel. Dude, is he just not interested? Like, I don't get it. That's insane.
I'm telling you, they want the smaller profile.
Come take my rod back here. It'll sit on the bottom, it's very small. But he's like just cruising. This place is pretty loaded. I don't know if we should chase this thing or if we should just... I don't know how a redfish like that doesn't eat. Like when was the last time that thing was casted at? Like what? All right, there's something to the left right here. Coming towards us. You see its shadow?
How far out?
Like 20 feet. I don't know if it's a... Oh, that's a fish. I think it's a red. Oh, it's a nice red. I see his dot. Try to get it, yeah.
Damn, I thought he was...
Damn, that's a pretty red. Dude, we're, okay.
Gotta get one.
All right, there's a shark straight ahead. You could even throw a weightless Z-Man 2.5.
Well, I have the Ned rig. I need an extra cast.
All right, well, we're pulling and sight casting a lot of fish. We need to just get one to eat. We're trying to figure out what to throw.
We continued pulling this line, casting at fish for over an hour, switching tactics, hoping to get one to commit.
All right, yeah, Jimmy just rigged up a 2-inch new penny gulp. Even smaller than the Z-Man. Hopefully, or you have it on the little, like the Ned rig? That's why you get a boat like this, you know what I mean? Like you can't do this on even a in-between egret in this size. It's like, yeah, I mean, all these reds are like 23-ish. My guess is you're gonna see one, and if you make a cast, he's gonna just go annihilate it. I don't know, those ones that are cruising, maybe they're just not really that hungry. If they're tailing, they're obviously eating.
Oh, 100%.
You just gotta get one that like sees it.
I thought that was a giant.
It's hilarious.
Every time I see one, dude.
I see stuff back in there. I don't know if I want to turn the
They
whole...
might be kudas though, because kudas will mullet. It's tough to tell.
There's lots of like bait.
I know.
This thing's a joke to pull, dude. Like literally just whoop. Like when there's not wind. No, seriously. Oh, it's on mullet.
With lines out of the water at 3:30, time was running out. Then we turned the corner and found another snook.
Dude, this line, you might just be able to like skip it and like try to, you know what I mean? Especially like straight ahead, it looks deeper.
Oh my goodness.
Nice snook. Nice snook though. That's sick. That was definitely a smaller one.
I didn't even know there was.
You're gonna have to walk around.
There he goes.
He snapped. Oh well. Yeah, he took off towards the back. All right, well, you just blind casted, right?
Yeah. I know.
Here, just use mine. Mine's.
No,
I have.
you tied this on. Oh, okay.
I have literally the same thing.
Where is it?
Yeah, it kind of blows.
What?
He snapped you off.
Yeah, I know. On the fucking.
I wanted to get a video. Yeah, well, Jimmy just blind cast. They're all in the shade right here. Yeah, actually, there was a school of 2 of them. The smaller one ate, but then he got snapped off. What, trim tab?
After that snook, we exited the bay, finding a shoreline to end our tournament day with. We knew that at this point we were probably out of contention, but still wanted to try and get the biggest redfish award or a nice snook to conclude our day. We transitioned from the sandy, clear water to the grass-filled flats the Keys are known for, running along the highway of green and turquoise water, paradise for fishermen like us. When we got to the spot, we grabbed our rods and got back to it, looking for one of the fish that I just described.
All right, guys, well, we have about an hour and a half left of fishing, 2 hours maybe. I'm gonna be throwing little mullet. We're just kind of bouncing around. We had a couple snook. That last spot we were fishing, you guys saw, was super pretty. We were pulling around and nothing, but literally 4 or 5 inches. Had some shots at some redfish, but couldn't get anything to happen. But gonna see if we can't pull another. I guess Jimmy also had a snook that snapped him off, but we're gonna see if we can't get something to happen right here. Do you still have your like shrimp on?
Yeah.
All right, because as I was saying, if we see some stuff, necessarily want to throw a little mullet at them. This shade looks pretty gas. Did you see that? How did he miss it?
Not on it.
You cast?
Me?
Yeah, I mean, it almost was like a red. He just missed it, dude. I think it was a red. Yeah, try to just flip it in there.
Leave your rod.
All right, it's in the water. All right, there you go. Come on. That's so frustrating, dude. He had no part of the hook at all. I might just walk.
I would. Just take your shoes off there.
I don't care, it's fine.
Are you serious?
That is so.
What?
It just sank to.
Oh my gosh, dude.
Well, we know this fish. I don't know if it was a redfish or a snook. Kind of makes sense though. That's what I was pulling in. Should have known. Where? Oh my God. Oh, it's a barracuda. All right. Watch out. Yeah, that makes. I thought it was a snook for sure. That makes me feel better about him. I thought that was a 40-inch, not 40, but like.
I thought it was mid-30s for sure.
Yeah, it's so weird they just sit there. Look at all these pilchards. It's cool.
Oh dang. Grab the cast.
Following those pilchards was also some interesting species, as we soon saw the first jewfish and sheepshead of the day.
It's actually nuts. That was a jewfish just
That was the candy side.
sitting in the freaking grass. Oh, big sheepshead, dude.
Damn, snook at.
No, I mean, ooh. Jewfish would actually be sick.
I know, it's such a fun stuff.
Well,
Oh my gosh, dude. Big snook. He's going left to right, way back there. I don't know how to do this, bro.
what is it? How big?
Probably like 30?
I don't see him.
No, it was literally black. Dude.
Big snook.
Big, yeah, like 30.
Here, you get up front. I'm just gonna troll motor you around.
As our day was coming to a close, we fished for another 30 minutes, ending in a creek surrounded by gorgeous mangroves, protecting us from the harsh wind we were about to endure.
All right, guys. Well, hopefully you can hear me well, but it is about 3 o'clock, and we got to be back to the ramp 3:30ish. So we're going through. We were gonna go through this little creek and fish some backwaters, but we just decided to call it. Had a pretty good day. Our morning was not kind of indicative of how our day ended up going. I'd say, if you were to ask me and Jimmy, I'd say we're pretty happy with how it went. We got those 3 snook, lots of opportunities for a lot of other fish. There was a ton of those reds when we were pulling in that super shallow water. On a day like today, I don't know how much you guys have seen of it, because when I'm running, I don't want to get the camera wet and all that, but it is blowing 20 plus, just white caps everywhere in Florida Bay. So the boat handled it well, but to be able to get 3 solid snook, have a lot of opportunities at bigger snook, reds, a bunch of other stuff, first time ever fishing the backwaters of the Keys, cannot complain. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys enjoyed a little mix-up. Hopefully continue to do a lot of tournaments within the next couple years. And but before you know it, we'll be back home fishing backwaters. Got a lot of fun stuff. Me, Jimmy, 2 other people, we're actually camping down in the Everglades, more towards home where I'm a little more familiar. So this weekend, but we got a lot of fun stuff planned. Shout out to Champs Backcountry Invitational for having us this weekend. It was an awesome time. Such a fun venue last night, and I'm sure tomorrow night as well. But awesome time. Appreciate you guys for watching. God bless, and I'll see you guys in the next video.
As we head home, I felt grateful to be able to compete in another tournament. In an unfamiliar area, the snook we caught and the redfish we saw made me feel content. It also made me want to fish this area more, trying to learn about a new area to add to the growing list. Regardless, we made it to the ramp and loaded up the 17, taking it to the house to give a much-needed washdown. As always, I appreciate you guys watching. I hope you enjoyed, and God bless. See ya in the next video soon.